Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So we are here still in the same situation as we were in the previous video. We've seen a little bit of a reaction to the support area that I defined in the last few days here for this wave 2 scenario. And we broke obviously previous support quite solidly and we're now coming down here. I'm counting this currently as a 1-2 setup for now as a primary. But note that, and that is obviously the other scenario, that the overall count or the overall movement since November to the upside in 5 waves, all of this could have topped already. It is only the alternative at the moment that it indeed topped, because if it topped, then the last wave here was really, really shallow. Okay, so at the moment I'm still exploring primarily the idea that we can extend higher in some shape or form. Okay, certainly the larger pullback gives Ethereum, and I did explain that in the previous videos why that's the case, gives Ethereum the possibility, if it moves higher from here, that it can rally quite impulsively and can even extend this 5th wave. Yeah, so at the moment this is still primary, but if we break below 1525, this will get increasingly unlikely, and then we and that is the scenario where we will then need to see, are we really in this larger wave 2 or is something completely different going on? I don't want to confuse you with too many different possibilities and counts, but for now we are following this one, 1, 2, possibly 3rd wave to the upside, as long as we're holding 1525. What I can tell you is, I mean, we have seen some kind of a reaction to the support area. This does not yet rally impulsively though. It looks rather like a 3-wave structure at the moment, and it has also invalidated a possible impulse that could be forming from here, because I mean, it can always become a diagonal of sorts, yeah. But the possibility would have been off this low, this could have been a 1-2 setup, 3, 4, 5. But it failed to make that high and is cut into the previous highs price action. So yeah, it looks rather corrective. Yeah, and it could, don't know, it's not enough price action really to say what it could be forming here, but it looks for now corrective. So let's see. At the moment it doesn't give us a strong indication it has bottomed yet. Okay, so it'd be great to get a bit more clarity here, but this is the key support area where it has a chance to turn around. Note it's only highlighted in yellow because probabilities have increased that we are heading in the larger wave 2 correction here to the downside. Okay, so we've got these 2 support areas at the moment, and if we break below 1525, that increases massively the risk or the possibility that we're heading here in a larger wave 2. We need to be open to different scenarios in the current situation. As I always say, trend reversals are the most difficult to forecast and the most difficult to trade, because the situation that we have here is a possible trend reversal of a wave 1 that might have topped into a wave 2. These are always very, very difficult. Yeah, the situation was fairly clear on the way up, impulses. Yeah, here we were waiting for that larger pullback, which happened, and this wave 5, which also happened, but it was very fast and very short. So ideally, I'd be looking at this extension to the upside still, but again, this is the support area that is relevant. Of course, if we break below this support, then we're going to probably retest first of all sort of this area of last week's lows on the 13th of February around 1485. This will actually go along quite well with the idea, which I explained in the previous video, that if we lose the yellow support area, then the probabilities increase that we're heading down into the larger wave 2 support, and then we have to assume wave 1 topped, but this is not going to happen in a straight line. You most likely are going to see something like an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. And this A wave here would most likely react here sort of to this region around the 38.2 and the 50% fib level. then we should see some kind of a reaction in a B wave, and then we could come down in C into the lower range of this support area. So when we can see that coming, I will create a separate and specific turning point area specifically for the A wave. At the moment, it's a little bit too early for that, okay? I don't want to mess around too much with the chart, but these are still the two scenarios. At the moment with Ethereum, best I can tell is that this still looks like we get one more low. From what I can see at the moment, it's of course not guaranteed, but at the moment, everybody can see this doesn't look impulsive yet. Best view that we get that a low has been made would be if it breaks above 1640 impulsively. That's the last swing high. Until then, downside pressure still remains a lot. And bear in mind, any move to the upside then could really lead to that extension. So we have a lot of upside ahead of us if it really turns around here. Let's see what the weekend brings. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.